It's time for my motherfucking advice. It's time for my motherfucking advice. You got the suburb. I ended up patting the bell. So, you guys, tonight has been definitely like an eventful night. I won't even get into all of it. But I just finished watching Scandal and I just finished watching American Horror Story. And Scandal was just on point as always. You guys will get your review for that probably tomorrow. And American Horror Story, at first I was like, I'm not in a mindset for this dreary, depressing, fucked up ass stuff that goes on. But there's some good stuff happening in this episode. Somebody got kneed in the balls. Some people got whipped. Just things occurred and it made me feel good enough. Really, the girl kicking the dude in the balls was the real thing that made me able to get through the rest of this episode in order to want to watch next week's episode. Because just the things, it's just, you have no light moments. You have no humorous moments. Everything is just dredge and fucked up and evil and just biblical on some shit, okay? So, I want to first send a shout out to Touch Bitch 101. Yes, I want to send a shout out to her. I'm guessing that's a female. Because she asked me on Facebook, I think. She on YouTube. I think it was one of my newer subscribers. I think somebody from Canada. Yeah, I think somebody from Canada. Hey, Canadians. What's poppin'? I love that bacon. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to get into my first letter, which just so happens to be juicy. Okay. Why does this say... Oh, no. All right. Date, Saturday, August 18th. Advice. So you wrote it and then sent it to me because I know I didn't get this until October 24th, and that was yesterday. I know I'm not tripping. No, I definitely received this email yesterday, boo-boo. I don't know why it say August on it. Like, I'm like all not reading people letters for months anyways. This is a really, wait, hold up. This might be one I read already. I don't think this is one I read already.
Read it, babe. Read it.
This shit look like some shit I didn't read. This is like a good ass letter too. That's why I'm all bugged up. My hair. I need to get it. I still love my hair, y'all. My hair is still giving me life. Don't get it twisted. It's just all over the place right now. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I did this letter. Okay. My husband and I have been together for 3 years, but only married for 1. Recently, I have been having thoughts of divorcing him, and I don't know what to do about it. My husband and I can't seem to go a day without arguing, and it's taking a toll on me. I know that sometimes arguing comes along with being married, but I've never been one for the back and forth. He is originally from Nigeria. Here we go with that shit. And their culture is very different. Now it seems where we got along great at the beginning, now we don't get along at all. One of the problems is the fact that I've caught him in several lies. He's lied about one of his female friends moving to the States and buying gifts for her. I found conversations between him and other women where he's telling these women he misses them and continues to have inappropriate conversations with them. One of these conversations being about getting into bed with one of them. The thing that disturbed me the most was when I found out that he has been watching tranny porn. Girl, I Googled the hell out of that shit to see if anyone else's husband does that and to see what they were doing about it. I can't for my life think of what to do about it. My husband also isn't the cleanest person. And at the beginning, I could take it. But now, he's just fucking nasty. And that's the shit I can't stand. That's that shit I don't like. I work and I'm getting my masters, and just feel that I don't have time to clean up after a nigga. I feel that he doesn't want a wife. He wants a second mother. I told him that I think we should separate, get some counseling, and see if we can come back together, but he won't do it. When I think about divorce, it makes me feel terrible because I didn't marry this man just to leave him. I think that before a person goes through with divorcing someone, they should try everything within their power to fix their marriage. And if it can't be fixed, then move on. I also feel that in some way, I will be disappointing God, and that in itself is what keeps me here. Please give me some advice, because if a solution doesn't present itself soon, I feel I might hit this nigga just from the anger inside me. Thank you. Peace. Okay. Trina Boo. I hope I can say your name, because in all honesty, I ain't about to give out your email. So, I mean, you could be Trina Braxton for all we know. I'm just saying. Boo. Cut it off. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. What you mean? Her husband messed their fucking marriage up.
What he did, man?
Besides the tranny porn?
No.
Besides the tranny, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the fact that that's the first thing. The tranny porn, then bitches moving down here, him buying them gifts, you finding text messages.
Is it current? Hold on. Is it current? Is it consecutive training porn, or he like watched training porn and was like, oh, it's training porn and got off?
Nah, she sound like if she Googling it was in his history. Okay? Let me tell you something. I am not here for that. There's nothing you can do about this, boo. I'm so sorry. I was just watching my Tana DeLeon channel, and she has been on there talking about how, she just recently got divorced from her husband, who was Nigerian, that we knew nothing about. I mean, it's people who watched her like this husband came out of fucking nowhere. And I was like, bitch, when this one got married? And then come to find out it's a Nigerian, and then like a couple of months later, she on there talking about her marriage broke up, and she tried to do everything she could to fix the marriage. I don't mean to get on her, but this is the example of the shit. And she said she tried everything she could, but there's nothing that she could do about it. He was lying, like you said, and him with that he was lying. And she, to me, she didn't give the full detail, but to me it sounded like he was doing some cheating shit. And him being Nigerian, they feel like they women are just supposed to take this shit, and you're just supposed to be in a marriage trying to be a wife, trying to make it work. But let me tell you something, it's a two-way street. You can't ever feel like you're gonna have a full and happy marriage if it's only one person giving and trying, okay? And that's the same thing my Tana was saying, and I totally agree with her. And let me tell you, I do not agree with her on a lot of things. I love her, but I don't agree with her on a lot of things. But I agree with her about this. You can't be the only one in the marriage trying to make it work. You can't be the only one in the marriage worried about the other person's feelings. You can't be the only one in the motherfucking marriage not watching tranny porn. Okay? If people are going to be watching tranny porn in the marriage, it has to be both of them wanting to watch tranny porn. And that's the only time it's okay.
But babe, if he wasn't watching tranny porn, I don't think she should just divorce him.
No, I think she should. I think she should, because he's cheating on her. It's obvious he's cheating on her. She found text messages about him wanting to sleep with bitches, him talking about he missed bitches. That's so disrespectful. And it sounds like to me you've talked to him about this shit, and he still wants to steady go on with the way he's acting. You told him you need counseling. He don't want to do that. So to me it sounds like he's not trying to keep this marriage together. He think it's just supposed to stay together because y'all got married and because he Nigerian and that's how they get down. Well, bitch, you are American, and we don't get down like that. So you need to chuck deuces, get you some fucking alimony, because I know them Nigerian men be having that money, and you about to get your masters. You don't need to be worrying about no money. I think you need to, I don't mean to, break up nobody's marriage and all that. Everybody want to be fighting for shit when it ain't worth fighting for. To me, it sounds like he dropped the ball as soon as y'all got married. As soon as all this shit started happening, he let you know right there, okay, now I can let my belt unloose. Now I can cheat on this bitch. And then act stupid with her and be trifling. And now I can just be nasty and expect her to do what she found text messages.
But
this is an advice letter that I am giving. I do not need your input because you do not know. You did not read this letter, and I also don't need you to tell me how to advise people. That right there is what I'm not going to do. Thank you. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm so sorry, babe, but you're not about. I don't need you arguing with me on this. Ain't nobody gonna be because I know you're trying to give a different perspective. The different perspective is maybe it's not worth giving up your marriage. But from what you tell me, if you telling him I am not happy, can we go to counseling or something? And he tells you no, I'm not doing that. Then that's telling you I don't care about how you feel. This is what's going to happen, and this is how it's going to happen. That's what he's telling you. So I say move on. Move on. I'm sorry. File for divorce. Bye. Now, maybe if you tell him that you're leaving and you filing for divorce and he decide he maybe want to change his life, he maybe want to change what he doing, and then you want to give it a try, then do it like that. But to me, it don't sound like y'all going to be able to make no fucking strides with you being nice about the situation. Pull that whole card. That's what you need to do. Pull this whole card. You want to be all big and bossy about it? You think you're going to be walking around here and I'm not going to give a fuck about you trashing my emotions and shit? I want a motherfucking divorce and I'm going to ask for alimony. That's what we going to do. Okay? And if he says, hey, baby, I'm sorry, I was tripping, let's try to work it out, then go ahead and work it out. But if he just lets you go on about your business, boo. Find you another man that's not going to treat you like shit, okay? Because that's some bullshit, and I don't agree with that. And that is my advice. Don't worry about what this motherfucker said. Listen to what I said. All right. Next letter. Okay. Hey, Brittany. Well, first, I watch all your videos, and I love your show. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm a sophomore in high school, bisexual, usually an honor roll student, but lately not so much. My dad was recently diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. It's a lot because I'm constantly worried about him, and I don't really have anyone to talk to. I was raised to not really show emotion, and in my household, we keep our problems to ourselves. I've gotten into a few fights this year because little things that I used to never worry about get to me really easily now. Any advice? Yeah, I have a lot of advice because my dad died of cancer, and I know what that's like. And I definitely turned into another person after that. I actually turned into a person for the better after my father died because it made me grow up in such a short period of time. But while he was alive, he was very moody and very mean and sick, and being worried about him and being angry at him for being a dick. It was a lot of emotion going on at one time, but I prayed for God to give me the wisdom and the understanding of the situation. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to just pray on it because I hope your dad survives. I really, really, really do. But you need to keep in mind that that might not happen. And if he doesn't make it, then you need to enjoy the time that you do have with him. I understand that your family doesn't share their problems, but this is a problem that all of y'all have. This is a problem that is everybody's problem, okay? You're acting out because you're not having any emotion. You're not letting anything out, and that's going to make you an angry person. You can't do that to yourself. You can't hold that in. You can't hold that on your shoulders. You have to let it go. You have to let that anger go, and you have to be able to worry, but put some of that worry on God. Like, really, put some of that worry on God. You can't hold that on you like that because at the end of the day, it's not in your control. The best thing that you can do is do good in school because you know your father will want that. You know he will want you to do well in school, okay? When I tell you I understand, my dad died, and the next week I had to go take my finals, okay? Mind you, I aced all of them. I don't know how that happened. The grace of God. My daddy must have been looking out for me. My baby can't take all this at one time. Please let her ace all these finals. And that's what happened. You know what I mean? So I want you to enjoy. Whether it's not going to be the last or it is, you need to soak up your dad. Soak him up. Be around him. You know, if he need help doing stuff, just be there, just be in that, but do your best at school because that's something that's going to be with you forever. The decisions that you make now. It really, and the test of your strength is how well you come out of this situation. Whether he makes it or he doesn't, okay? You need to be a better person either way. Okay? Love your dad while he's with you now. Love him now. Do whatever you can for him now. And make sure that you take care of yourself. Cry. Talk about it. If people can't tell you to keep your feelings in, okay? And if you want to talk, email me again. But just talk to somebody. Talk to your dad. Tell him how you feel and tell him, Dad, I don't want to put stress on you, but things have been happening because I'm scared and I'm worried about you. Okay? Let him know that. Let him know that. If he's a good father like my dad was, then he'll tell you it's all right. It's okay to feel like that. That's natural for you to feel like that. But don't hold anger in and keep yourself from expressing yourself and letting go of the anger and the angst and the pain that you're feeling right now, because then you're going to turn into a person that you don't want to be. Okay? So, like I said, talk to your dad. Let him know how you're feeling. Tell him you worry. Tell him you love him. Hug him. Do whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? Share that love now. Don't be scared of what can happen because you don't have control over that. Just enjoy the day. Just enjoy the day. Whatever you got to do to make your day good. Don't let anybody take your joy. Don't let anybody fuck that up for you, especially at school. People have no idea what you be going through, but yet they want to dish out all this bullshit on you like it's a regular fucking day. Block that shit out. Block it out. Go to school, do what you got to do, and then go be with your dad. And put your time and your effort and your love into him, into your books, so that you don't fuck up your life and so that you don't regret holding on to anger instead of doing what you should have been doing, which is spending time with your dad and loving your dad while you still have him. Because when he's gone, it's like you can't ever get any of those moments back again. They're just memories. So you have to make the best of them. You really do. You have to make the best of them. So that's my advice. I am not laughing because it's funny. You guys, I want to publicly apologize to my baby for being so crass with him on the first letter. I appreciate his input on all of my endeavors, and I love him very, very much. And I'm so sorry for being mean to you. Oh, God. Anyways, all this sentimental shit. Okay. Here's another letter. I think I know who this is. What up, homie? I think I know who this is. Okay, how you doing? How your mama and them? Why people gotta be funny and shit? Just get to the fucking letter. How your mama and them? All right. Wait, you was on that magic school bus correcting grammar in your last video, so let me use my sophisticatedness in this email. Yes, let you, because I will go in and let have on your ass. All right. Okay.
It's sophistication and not sophisticatedness.
I know. I know. I don't know what the fuck sophisticatedness is. Sophistication?
I fucks with it, though.
Whatever. We're going to take it. Whatever. I'll take that. All right, so let me tell you what happened to me today. I got this person that's kind of like a friend, I guess. Well, she only comes around when she's having problems with her day-to-day folks. I guess so whenever she can't talk to whoever she normally talks to, she comes to this broad. So I can't take her friendship that serious at this point. Also, she don't have no sense. She doesn't have any sense when it comes to her relationship. Okay, let me just stop right quick. I know that I'm correcting everybody, and you know why? It's because I speak like this, but I don't write like I speak. I write correct English, and I speak incorrect English. So it bothers me when people write the way they talk. I don't like that shit. That's that shit I don't like. But we're going to get through this letter anyway because I love y'all. And my pet peeve is pushed aside for y'all. All right. I've only known her for about almost a year probably. And her boo of about 7 years has put her through a lifetime of shit in these past 8 months. I'm talking cheating, fighting her, kicking her to the curb when she got pregnant, then coming back once she had a miscarriage. And the list goes on. Anyway, so I haven't seen her in months. And for some reason, she always runs to tell me her problems when things go south for her. Although I don't have a problem with listening to her problems and giving her my advice, but I feel like it's a waste of time because she don't take my advice in no way, shape, or form. You feel me? Okay, my bad. Here's the story. So she came over and said she needed a distraction. I said, a distraction? Oh, so you using me. To me, this sounds like when two girls that are friends but fuck. Yeah, that's what that sounds like to me. She came by your house because she needs a distraction. Wait a minute, I'm not done. I've read this letter already, and that's why I think this is gay. I said a distraction. Oh, so you using me. She said, no, I just miss my friend. I said, yeah, whatever. That is a stud-femme relationship right there. I know my shit. However, I knew she had to get something off her chest, so I would give her my listening ear. I would give her my listening ear, but she was playing it cool like nothing was wrong and took too long to tell me what was going on, so I ended up falling asleep on her. But she woke me up like, dude, I need your advice. I'm half asleep like, okay, what? She said, what should I do if my boyfriend cheated on me? I said, leave his ass, duh. She said, what? She said, wait, but what if he cheated on me with my little brother's girlfriend? And she started to cry. I was stuck and shocked as hell. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? And started laughing while she was crying, only out of disbelief, though. Yes, you were definitely a gay girl. I'm sorry. If you're not, I'm so sorry. And don't get mad at me. But this sounds like some shit that, you know what I mean? Like, you know how when gay chicks, all right, say they got two chicks that's cool with each other and they fuck with each other, but one of them like dudes, so you're not really trying to put your feelings in it. So whenever they try to come, hang with you, you'll hang with them because you like them, but you got to kind of stay on the defensive with them because they always come and talk about a nigga that you don't give a fuck about.
I can see that. But how the fuck does the answer change when the person he slept with change? Like, you should want to kill this nigga now.
Yeah, like this shit. What did she think you was? What did she think you was gonna tell her that y'all should? So he fucked your brother girlfriend. That's different. You shouldn't break up with him for that. You shouldn't break up with him for that.
Oh, so he a pedophile too. Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. No, she about to explain. She said, whoa, you gotta fuck circle. So that's what she told her friend. You gotta surround yourself with better people, player. See all this player and homie and shit. This is all like buku stud gay girl shit to me.
Playboy.
What would your motherfucking advice have been to her? Oh yeah, she's 20. The boyfriend's 23. Little brother 16, and little brother's girlfriend is 17. I think.
I told you he was a pedophile. Dude.
He's a pedophile. Yeah. I wouldn't give this hoe no advice. I would fuck this hoe, give her a distraction, and send her on her way. If I never boyfriend. She obviously wanted a distraction that your sleepy ass didn't want to give her. She went to sleep. Bitch, what you mean? Y'all kicking it and she went to sleep?
She didn't think she was going to smash. That's how you know. That's how you know.
Exactly. She thought she was going to smash and you went to sleep on her ass. This is how y'all can't fool me. I didn't did all this shit before.
You read it like a book, bitch.
I didn't did all this shit before. I mean, what you want me to say? What you supposed to tell somebody that don't give your advice? Man, fuck them. If it was me and that was my friend, I'd be like, look, I done told you over and over again what you need to do. I don't want to hear that shit. So if that's what you came over here for, go about your business. If you think that it's smart to stay with a nigga that fuck your baby brother girlfriend, which is slightly on some pedophile illegal shit, then you need to get the fuck out of my face. Because I don't need to be friends with a bitch that dumb. That's my advice. That's how I feel about it. Okay, I'm back. Things got carried away. I'm just joking. We just spent time here. I had to read the letter first. Everybody calm down. I have a complicated family dilemma. I have a twin sister that used to like this boy when we were 14 years old. We was in our city for the summer. They called each other boyfriend and girlfriend just for the summer. I liked him, but I was always shy. We are now 31 years old. They had never had sex or been intimate. I hope not at 14. What the fuck? With one another. I know this because I have asked each party before years ago. The problem is when I was 21, he showed up at my doorstep and we hit it off immediately. And we have been seeing each other on and off since then. And yes, also intimately. But my sister has a serious problem with it. He has always wanted to date me during the years, but I have always turned him down because I love my sister. We even had a fist fight when she first heard I was talking to him. And she called me all types of bitches and hoes. I love my sister, but everyone in the family knows who the real hoe is. Side-eye. She put laugh out loud, but that shit was funny. Besides the point, well, we want to be together. It's been 10 years that we have been caring for each other, but my love for my sister has stopped me from being able to fully love him and be with him. We want to move in together, but I don't want to hurt my sister or cause friction in our relationship, but I have loved this man since I was 21. What to do, Brittany? Please give me some advice. Girl, you know what I'm going to fucking tell you. Tell your sister to hang that shit up. Hang that fucking high school yearbook bullshit up. Bitch, y'all was 14 years old. She needs to get your life. She needs to get her life. I don't understand. Like, y'all were 14. Y'all are 31 years old. You've been fucking with this dude for 10 years, and she want to be all emotional about it? Want to have a fist fight? That's some underlying deep shit. If y'all are twin sisters and he messed with her, but he's all of a sudden he falls in love with you, she got some insecurity. You know how sisters be. She probably feel like, oh, he thinks she's prettier and
They
I hate her.
twins?
Yeah, they twins. That's some shit.
First of all, you shouldn't fuck nobody your twin sister fuck.
But she didn't fuck him. They were 14 years old. They called each other boyfriend and girlfriend over a summer. She needs to get over it. She needs to get over it, girl. Don't you dare let your sister stop you from being with a man that love you and you love him. If everything is good in y'all relationship, don't let no outside parties fuck that up. Have you ever seen Soul Food? I know you know that what's your girl name? Vanessa Williams' character on a movie was going with Kenny. And Kenny saw Maxine's ass in them skates and it was over. It was over for Vanessa Williams. Even though Vanessa Williams had the light eyes, Maxine had all the ass. So it was over, okay? And guess what? They eventually got over it because guess what? That was in high school and now they're grown-ass women. So I'm looking at this man no longer as my ex-boyfriend, but I'm looking at this man as my brother-in-law. And I'm grown, so I didn't got the fuck over it. See, that's what your sister needs to do. Really, that's what she needs to do. You need to tell her, who does that? Who lives their life, because of somebody else's feelings? And not like that. Because I definitely am very, very careful now that I'm older about hurting people's feelings. Like, y'all, so I didn't mean to go off on my boo like that, but I get mad when people be trying to disagree with me and I'm trying to get my shit out in these videos. This is my shit, you know what I mean? This is my shit right here. So, you know what I mean? I got a little pressed. I'm sorry, babe, again. But I love you too. But that's about it. Okay, that's about it. I don't give a fuck with nobody. See, let me say something. My cousin could have had something to say about me and him hooking up. Guess what? Don't give a fuck. Good thing my cousin don't care. It was his best friend. It could have been a little weird. I'm just saying. Girl, no. Be with that man. Fuck what your sister talking about. She got her own issues. Ain't nobody got time for that, girl. Live your life. Live your life. And on to the next letter. Which just so happens to be a long one. So I had to read it first, and now I'm going to summarize and then read the last part. Okay, so this young lady in high school is about to finish high school. She has a deadbeat dad. Her mom had a tumor in her brain, and the dad left them when they were very young. She has some other siblings. When the dad left, they had to move in with her grandparents. So she was raised by her grandma, her mom, and her grandfather, who was very close to her. Well, recently, her grandfather passed away out of the blue from a brain hemorrhage. He was 61 years old and trying to finish college. He went back to school. He was one paper away from making it, and they found out after he died that he had made it. The paper had done well, and he had passed. So it was devastating. At this point, her father is trying to come back into her life. Now, he's repeatedly done this over the years with saying he wants to see, her and her siblings and never showing up. And it's always been, that broken promises lifetime shit that, no good fathers like to do to their children. Keep getting their hopes built up and never fucking show up. So, she says that 2 years ago, her ex-boyfriend pressured her into having sex, so much to the point where her mother wanted to press charges. And her father called her recently the other day, and she just blurted this out on the phone to him. And, no, not the other day. She said one day she got so fed up that she told him how she felt and told him she lost her virginity. And she said she cried about it, told her mom, and her mom wanted to press charges against her boyfriend. But she didn't get into details with her dad about the whole situation since it happened years ago. Now, ex of 2 years. And it hurt him, and she didn't hear from her dad for months, which is a routine of his. She says, my dad has his little ways of trying to be funny with me. For example, he would call me a gold digger and call me bougie only because I called him and asked him for some money for her cheerleading. Her brother and sister don't really fuck with him because they were too young and don't remember him, so they don't, really care. And, she said that hurts her. She said her dad doesn't know how much his selfishness, absence, and acting like an asshole, she said butthole, excuse her language, but I'ma say asshole, has affected not only her life, but her family members. She said he told her out the blue this week, he told her that he wants to know what happened and what's going on with her. He says he wants to be in her life and wants to be there for her since she's about to graduate from high school in 2014 with honors. Congratulations, baby girl. And she says she's going to college and becoming successful, but she doesn't want, this dark cloud to be over her for the rest of her life. And she said she just wants to know how should she tell her dad about her loss of virginity and how him not being there affected her. I don't know, like, what the deal is with this, but I don't understand how at this point in the game, after about 30 years of this cycle happening in the black community, how men could not see how they do their daughters a great disservice by not being in their lives and not raising them and not showing them love from a man that will love them unconditionally first before they go on into their lives and try to find that love from men that they don't know and who don't really care about them. It just really pisses me off because I feel like, why are you being so fucking stupid? Like, is it really that hard to go and spend time with your kid, to call and talk and ask her how she feels and what's going on with it? Is it really that fucking hard to spend time with your kid? Really? Is it? I don't think so. I'm sorry, but I don't think so. I just think you're being a fucking coward because you know you fucked up when you left her mom with a tumor in her brain. You fucked up, and now you feel like an asshole. Every time you're around your kids, they remind you of how much of a dickhead you are. That's probably what that shit is. So don't take it personal, baby girl. Niggas don't be ready to be dads, and they fuck up. They fuck up in such a major way. They don't realize that just like for mothers, it's not about you anymore. So what I say that you need to do is, you say he wants to be in your life, you need to have this conversation with him face to face and let him see in your face how you feel, okay? Just like you wrote it down to me in a letter, write down what you want to say to him just so you can get all your thoughts in order. Maybe it would be better for you just to write him a letter. You know what I mean? Like write him a letter, give it to him, tell him to read it, and then y'all can have the conversation face to face. Because I find that when you have so much emotion in a situation, it's so hard to say everything about how you feel, to place it and put it together the best way that you can so that they can understand. So I really think that you should write it. I think you should write it to him and let him read it, or you should write it and then read it to him so that he will understand what you're saying, just so you can have all your thoughts in order before you meet him, because you might get so upset that you might forget what you want to say. So, I definitely think that you should tell him how you feel, and after you tell him how you feel, regardless to what the outcome is, let it go. Let it go. Don't let it hurt you anymore. Don't let it bother you anymore. If he chooses still not to be in your life, that is not your problem. That is his fault. That is his laws, and you know that you will not marry a man that will do that to his kids, and you make sure of it. You make damn sure of it. You marry him first, and then you tell him, hey, if you ever decide you're going to leave our kids, I'm going to cut your balls off. So really think about it before you do it. I'm tired of this shit. It's a ridiculous cycle for no damn reason. For no damn reason. What are you doing out here having babies with people? 3 kids, and you have no connection to want to know how they are. Not that calling bullshit, but going to pick them up and hugging them and kissing them. Like, that shit pisses me off. You know what I mean? Like, my dad wasn't the mushy type, but fuck, he was there every night. I heard him snoring. You know what I mean? Like, just, they don't realize how not being there affects you. So, I want to say that I love you, dear. I want you to pray on your feelings because I know everything is easier said than done. So please continue to pray. I always tell people to pray because to me, prayer is the best medicine of all. If you pray about something, it will lead you into the right direction. God works through people just like he worked through me to talk to y'all. He can work through y'all to get y'all mind right, to get y'all feelings together over time. Everything takes time. So I just want to say, talk to your dad, tell him how you feel, write it out, get your thoughts in order, get your feelings in order. And after you have done that, after you've taken your step to tell him how you feel, let the situation go, no matter the outcome. Because at the end of the day, you can't change him. You can only change yourself. So that's my advice. Okay, I'm back. Now that we've discussed this, I'm ready to answer this letter. Okay. She's a junior in high school. It's a young lady. She says she loves my Bad Girls Club reviews. Thank you. This year has been a good year, but then I hit a wall. Myself and a couple of friends went to this football game, and we meet a lot of guys there. 2 were talking to me, and the other 2 were talking to my friends. Well, the night was fun, and they ended up taking us around and showing us their school, but nothing really happened besides a kiss. So the next week, we go to school and there's this rumor that's going around about us giving head to each of the guys. It didn't bother me because I know we didn't do anything, but it seems like people at my school can't stop putting my name in their mouth. I had relationships and certain sexual experiences that I've learned from. I have big lips, by the way, so it's like everyone I see notices and thinks that I'm good at it. But still, how do I get over all the name calling? I've never cheated on a boyfriend, and the only people that I mess with are the people that I'm with. So if you could help me, I'd appreciate it. You want to know what I really want you to do? I really want you to go tell the principal and have the principal call his parents and have them all come into the office so we can explain the situation, so we can say what really happened, because this is slander and it's against the law, and also it can cause the other children to decide to start bullying you, and I'm just not here for that shit, especially not over a lie about some fucking head, okay? Like, seriously, these kids need to grow the fuck up. I wish a bitch would get bullied for rumored being given head. Like, I've never heard of that shit. We don't do that shit down here because they just suppose everybody gives head down here, so nobody's about to get bullied about it. But I'm just saying, you'll call a bitch a hoe, but I mean, it ain't that deep. Like, you ain't gonna be like, ho, 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 when she walk down the fucking hallway. You're gonna be whispering about it. You're gonna be like, her, that was hoe. But whatever. Like, it ain't gonna be, you ain't gonna stop, you ain't gonna be cool with her.
But she didn't do it.
Yeah, but she didn't do
these
it.
niggas lying.
And these niggas lying.
Niggas, you shouldn't lie on your dick.
You shouldn't lie on your dick.
Like,
you
really.
should not lie on your dick, young man. Do not lie on your dick. So what I tell you to do is, I want you to go and tell the principal. I want you to tell.
You should get a project and be like, nigga, what the fuck you said, nigga? I ain't do shit.
Actually, my first thought was going to the nigga at the lockers and knee him in the balls. Like, that's what I really said. Oh, so I gave you head. Oh, so I gave you head. How's your dick feel now? Yeah. Like, that's what I would say, but then you get called into the office anyway.
Right, then you can discuss what happened. Like, that's what you should do. You should
to keep you from getting suspended or anything for kicking this dude in the balls, I suggest you go straight to your counselors, whoever, and tell them what the situation is, because I think this needs to be some discipline involved in the situation. You should not have to handle this by yourself because you didn't suck his dick. And even if you would have sucked his dick, how dare you go and tell people, you dumbass nigga? But you didn't suck his dick. So that's why, especially, I say you need to go to a counselor, you need to go to the principal, you need to go to your parents, you need to go to his parents. You need to make a lot of noise about the situation, because if they do it to you, they'll do it to anybody, and to me, that's not cool. Don't ever lie about some shit that I didn't do. I actually beat the fuck out of a dude when I was like in the 8th grade for doing that shit to me. He lied and said that we fucked, and I was a virgin, okay? So I definitely took him on the side of the house, kicked him in the dick, and punched him in the face, and then went into my house like it wasn't nothing. So what I tell you to do, don't kick him in the dick, because this is not on the side of the house. This is at school. So I say you need to let your counselors know. You need to tell the principal. You need to tell his parents. You need to tell your parents. Get all of the girls involved that didn't suck anybody's dick, and all of the dudes involved that said that they did, so that everybody can have a clear understanding of what the fuck happened around this school. That way, if anybody want to be calling anybody a hoe, tell them fuck them. That's another thing. Kids always want talking shit. Man, fuck you. And what? I didn't do shit. I didn't suck nobody's dick. Get the fuck up out my face. Don't let nobody punk you, and don't let nobody shush you like they know what the fuck happened. Can't keep your name out. I didn't suck nobody's dick, and if I'd have sucked this dick, I'd say I sucked this dick, but I ain't sucked this dick. That was my story. I was always the person that'd be like, I don't lie on my shit. If I did something, I motherfucking did it. That's why I can't stand when people would be like thinking I would lie about something, because to me, I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Or are you me? Really? Me? Oh no. If I fucked it, I fucked it. If I didn't fuck it, I didn't fuck it. So get the fuck about my face. You understand? That's what I say. That's my advice. I hope that was good advice. I hope that helps you. Holler at me via email. Let me know what happened. But yeah, definitely get some grown-ups involved in the situation, because I don't like that. Shit can go way further when dudes lie about shit like that. Because another dude could think that you easy and want to try you, and then the shit turn into a rape, and it's a whole nother situation. Because niggas think like that. They think, oh, she gave him, or she a freak. So that means that she just playing when she tell me no. Fuck that. Get the principal, get counselors, get their parents, get people involved. Somebody ass needs to be spanked for that shit. That's what I gotta say. Okay. Somebody emailed me, and after reading this long ass email, I get to the end of the email, and they say they don't want me to read the email online. They don't want me to read it, but I feel like this is an issue that a lot of people have, including myself and my boyfriend. So I'm not going to not talk about this issue on this video just because that person feels uncomfortable. I'm not saying who it is, and I will write an email to her, but I hate having to write it when I can just say it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like anybody's going to know who you are, but other people have this issue, and that's what you need to understand. You're not by yourself in this issue. The issue is that she's having a hard time paying for school. She is living with her boyfriend. She came from another country, so she can't work. And he is basically taking care of her and going to school at the same time. And, you know, she's just feeling like a failure because she can't, she wants to take care of her family. She wants to help. She wants to be on her own feet. She wants to be the first person in her family to get a real college degree. She wants to make something out of herself. She's only 22 years old, and she is deathly afraid and stressing herself out because she's so worried about doing what she set out to do and completing her goals. The reason why I refuse to not talk about this with the rest of the people that watch me is because the rest of the people that watch me have this issue. There are a whole bunch of people out that watch me that are in college or that are in high school on their way to being in college that don't know how they're going to pay for school. How are they going to get a job and go to school at the same time and make good enough grades to make something of their life? And when they get out of school, how are they even guaranteed a damn job in an economy like this? So I think this is an issue for not just one person. So that's why I refuse to not talk about this in the video. I'm sorry if that makes you upset. I didn't take it no kind of way, but I feel like this is something that needs to be shared with a lot of people. The reason why I read these letters online is not just so I could be on video. It's because other people have these problems. And the point of all of this is to help more than one person. To help more than one email, because the other people may not just feel like they can word it right to email it to me. So sometimes hearing other people's problems, they'll be like, damn, I'm going through that too. So I'm about to give the advice. My advice is that to her in particular, because of her situation, chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. I know the feeling. I be in this bitch stressed out because I know I'm meant for more than what I'm doing right now. But I have to remind myself I'm only 24 years old. I'm only 24 and I have the rest of my life ahead of me. And I'm ahead of the game in a lot of situations. And I feel like no matter where you are, if you're not where you want to be, you're still going to be stressed out about not being there. My boyfriend, don't you feel the same way sometimes, baby? Stressed the fuck out in here. Hair going gray and everything because you're worrying about how you're going to pay your bills, how you eventually going to get to a point where you can afford marriage, a child. To me, I feel like this is an everyday problem. And I always say prayer. Prayer is the most amazing thing in the fucking world. Please do it. Please do it. And I don't mean to sound like no Jesus freak because I'm not a Jesus freak. But I do feel like when there are things that are out of our control that we let consume us, we have to be reminded that life is too short for that shit. Life is too short. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. No matter how, enjoy the simple things. Learn how to appreciate the simple things in your life so you can stop focusing on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. You're eventually gonna get there as long as you are working towards it. As long as you're working towards your goals. As long as you're trying with all hell to make those goals happen. First of all, I want you to get into a situation where you can start working. That's what I want you to do. Like, I don't know what the fuck, like, why you haven't done that.
Visa,
yes, I know, temporary visa, I don't, green card. I don't know why the fuck you have not done that, but you need to do that. I don't know who told you not to, but you're bullshitting yourself if you think staying in here and not getting a work visa is going to benefit you in some way.
If you can't work, you might as well go back.
Exactly. If you can't work, you might as well go back. Like, seriously. Like, that's why you come here, so that you can work towards something. And your boyfriend taking care of you, honestly, if he's going to take care of you, let him take care of you. Let him finish school. And that way, make that be y'all deal with one another. Then you'll stop stressing and you'll learn to be happy with the situation that y'all have right now. If when he's finished, he pay for you to go through school and help you go through school. But I do think you need to get your work visa or whatever you got to do. Okay, don't nobody email me asking me about who this is because I'll punch you in your face. But You know what I mean? Because I want to protect your privacy, but I also want to express the fact that this is something that everybody goes through. And my advice to everybody in these situations to keep trying, keep striving. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on what you want in your life. I don't know if you pay attention to the world around you. I don't know if you pay attention to the things that happen, but every day is a fucking blessing. Regardless to what you don't have, you have a roof over your head. You have somebody that loves you. You have food in your stomach. You have clothes on your back. And that is, and you don't have bombs falling out of the sky, falling on your neighborhood. I'm just saying. There's a little girl in Pakistan that is in the hospital right now because she wanted to go to school. So the people in Pakistan that's not for little girls going to school decided that they wanted to blow up her goddamn school bus. And she can't be 16 and do what she got to do and finish school right now because she's fighting for her life because some asshole decided because she has a vagina, she doesn't have the right to learn. So what I want you to do is pick your ass up off the floor and stop feeling sorry for yourself. Okay? Do what you got to do and suck it the fuck up. People have worse issues. People have worse problems. Enjoy your life. When you get up in the morning, you get on your knees and you thank God for another day. You thank God for the man that's laying in the bed next to you that's so damn good to you that he's telling you not to worry. Because a lot of women are out here with kids and can't even go back to school because they don't have help. All they got is them damn selves in a shitty apartment and 2 kids to take care of. You don't even have that. So it pisses me off a little bit when people want to put so much emphasis on the things that they don't have or the things that they haven't accomplished. You finished high school. You graduated high school. You're only 22 years old. You got your whole life in front of you. They got people that go back to school. Tyra Banks went back to school. Tyra Banks, 40 years old, went back to school and got her business degree at Harvard University. That meant something to her. My sister, 40-something years old, went back to school and got her degree in business. It don't fucking matter how old you are. You could be 40-something years old and going to school for a master's. It's all about being happy in your life. You are not on anybody else's timetable, okay? And as long as you can make a way, you know what I'm saying, for you to live your life. And this man to me sounds like he's making a way for y'all to live and eat. Count your goddamn blessings and you keep on going and you keep on fighting to do what you want to do. You keep on fighting to live the life that you want to live, okay? You don't never give up just because it gets hard. It's never easy. The climb ain't ever easy. I don't know where you get this shit from. It's never going to be easy. It ain't easy for nobody. And for the motherfuckers who it's easy for, trust me, it's not as easy as you think. Because once they get wherever they want to get from doing shit the easy way, they inside start to have problems and shit. I'm telling you, shit ain't never easy as people think it is. The people that got the most shit got the lowest self-esteem. Y'all better listen to rap. Kanye said the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem.
Prettiest people.
The ugliest things on the road to riches and diamond rings. God damn it, Kanye, you need to come back down from Cloud 11, Kim Kardashian.
You, bro, like,
come back down. Come back down. I'm sorry, we're totally off.
College nigga at the mall.
For real, like nigga, what happened to Jesus Walks? This
You know
nigga
what I'm
rapping
saying?
about his bitch Kim Kardashian and make your bitch
man.
look like Precious. I'm just saying, focus on the positives and keep fighting to get where you want. Stop being so frustrated and breathe, baby. Read a book. Enjoy the fact that you can just sit in a fucking house and wait for your man to get home. Because a lot of people can't do that, okay? Focus on the fact that you have a future. You have a life. You have things going on for you right now. Focus on right now. Be happy in right now. Figure out what it is. Maybe you need to pick up another like extracurricular activity like painting or writing or drawing or whatever the fuck will make you happy in order to get some read books. Just like you say you want to go to college, look online, find out, just like you said you're going to school, but it be hard sometimes because you can't pay for it all the time. Sometimes it don't even fucking matter about having a degree. Sometimes it's just the knowledge. Because you know how many people got degrees and can't remember shit that they did in college? It's not about that. Get what you can get from the situation and move on and do the best that you can, okay? Don't limit yourself and stay strong, okay? You're doing it. You are doing it. You're doing what you want to do. You're in school. Yes, it's hard, but keep going. And if you can't pay one time, you save up your money and you go back the next damn time and you pay that time. You get your fucking financial aid if you can. I know you can because, you really need to get your papers together. You really do. So that life could be easy on you. Because to me, it sounds like you might be making it a little bit harder on yourself by not doing that. But I just want you to have faith. I want you to have faith.
Education is key.
Yeah, and education is key. Even if you're not in school, keep reading your books. Keep following the syllabuses online. They still have that shit online and all that. Read books. Read everything in whatever it is you want to do. Read about it. Be about it. Live it. School is not just the fucking four walls, man. Live your life, man. Stop stressing. That's my advice to her and to anybody else that has that issue. That's the last letter I'm reading tonight. I will be back tomorrow because a lot of people sent emails today too, like about 10. So I'll be back tomorrow with another MF'N Advice video. I hope this advice was good for everybody. I will be emailing the young lady to let her know that I still talked about her on the video, whether she liked it or not, because I felt like it was an issue that everybody needed to hear my advice. Everybody needs to hear what I had to say about that, because it's something that I deal with every day. I'm always stressed out about money, but I take a deep fucking breath, drink a beer, look at my baby, and be like, but we all right, though. We got food. We got a dog. We got a house. We got cars. We got gas in them cars. We got food in this bitch. I can't go on a vacation right now, but guess what? I'm happy in my surroundings. Okay? I got enough to do what I'm doing right now, and that's enough to keep me getting up every day and fighting to get to that point one day. And that's what I got to say about that. Man, just keep fucking fighting. Why everybody want to be so weak and want to wallow in self-pity? Get up off your ass and keep going. Keep going. That's what you do. That's my advice. So, like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. And that was my motherfucking advice. That was my motherfucking advice. Nah, I can't hold it no more. I've been drinking that. Peace, y'all. Have a good evening.